Item SCP-1052. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1052 is to be stored within a lit, sealed locker, located in Area Blue 13, Site 45. A miniaturized CCTV camera is to be placed within the locker, with checks made every evening by surveillance officers to ensure that the object has not been displaced. All and any mail, electronic or physical, that arrives at Site 45 is to be examined by security personnel. During this examination, should any letter, envelope, or folded notes be found to be addressed to Ana, or should any of the contents be directed towards this named entity, they are to be compiled and forwarded to Assistant Researcher M. Joshua, who will note down all, if any, possible indications that the sender is aware of the existence of the Foundation, or possesses any knowledge of SCP-1052's nature beyond the reference to its name as Ana. In the event that a reference indicating further knowledge is found, a retrieval team should be dispatched to the residence of the sender, whereupon the sender will be brought in for questioning and possible neutralization. The contents of the letters are to be entered into the site database under the Foundation Materials Safe SCP-1052, whereas physical letters themselves are to be disposed of in the on-site paper shredder. Note that pleas and prayers do not count as an awareness of the existence of the specimen, as this has been noted to be a typical characteristic of most of the letters. Security personnel are also to check the bi-weekly Internet word filter records for any instances where the term Ana is used in the same context as any of the Foundation buzzwords, a list of which can be found in the compilations put together by the Foundation linguistic experts. Note, due to the nature of Site 45 having been upgraded recently to a higher threat level, it is advisable that SCP-1052 be moved to a secure facility that does not contain weaponizable SCP objects. This specimen presents a constant leak in security which may compromise the safety of the site and the containment of other on-site specimens. Dr. Lim. Description: SCP-1052 is a lady's hand mirror, approximately 5 inches in diameter, gilded with gold leaf along the sides of the handle and around the mirror itself. The handle and head of the mirror are made of solid brass, whereas the dowel used to connect the sections together is made of wood. Its make has been estimated by Foundation historical experts to be late 16th century, possibly of French origins due to the ornamentation of the frame in a Baroque style popular during the period of 1543 to 1602. Inscribed upon the blank side of the hand mirror, in French, are the words Chère Ana, in English, Dear Ana. Located 2 inches from the head of the mirror, carved into the wood of the dowel, is a female figure, approximately 30 years of age. She appears to be wearing a tertiary's habit, and holding lilies intertwined with a crucifix in her hands. The mirror itself displays no anomalous properties other than letter receiving. SCP-1052 is the recipient of numerous letters, written by individuals who have been diagnosed with anorexia nervosa, where Ana is the subject to whom the letters have been addressed. Researchers have been able to deduce, after analyzing the contents of the letters, that some senders view Ana as the physical manifestation of their illness, whereas others appear to have attributed to Ana a quasi-divine status, petitioning her for comfort and strength to resist consuming food. It is currently unknown how letters addressed to SCP-1052 reach their recipient, despite the many senders initially apprehended displaying no knowledge whatsoever about the Foundation. SCP-1052 dates back in Foundation records to the earliest available at Level 3 clearance, thus it is likely that it has been in possession of the Foundation for at least over a century. Further unofficial records state that it was passed on to Foundation personnel by Redacted, who was at the time an associate of the Foundation due to the circumstances of its retrieval. Current containment procedure has been in effect since 1948, when Site 26 was hit by GOC forces after a security leak, which was brought on by the interception of one of the letters addressed to SCP-1052. The connection between the object and the letters was made after SCP-1052 was transferred to Site 54 in the aftermath of Site 26's destruction, and the letters continued being sent, now instead posted to the location of Site 54. Note: Current investigation is being undertaken by in-field operatives working within the GOC in order to ascertain if SCP-1052 is indeed a form of tracking device planted by the organization. Addendum 1052-A, contents of a letter to Ana, dated September 21, 2003. Dear Ana. Fuck you. You've ruined my life. I've lost my family, my friends, my love, all burned down my throat into the spiral of the toilet bowl. Today, as my fingers stabbed and scraped the back of my throat, and as acid fire leapt through the back of my eyes, I realized I hate you. You've taken everything from me, cast me aside like a rag doll, looked at me at disdain. Why? Why? Because I'm still too fat? Because these bones still don't break through my skin? Can't you see you've broken me? That you've raped my throat until I can't speak to others anymore, that you've scratched my mind until all I could think of is you, beautiful, wonderful you. I love you, Ana, I love you, you're so beautiful. I want to be like you, I want to be you. I want to taste nothing but the cool air in my stomach, feeling as it collapses on itself, searching for sin. I want to dance on empty air, float and fly in my weightlessness, die choking on my own vomit one night, so I can be with you, Ana. Please don't leave me, don't abandon me. I cry out to you every night, ignoring the pleas of my family, the sheep around me. They don't know you as I do. You're all I have left. Let me leave this world, Ana, hug me close as you pull me off the edge, please. It's so cold and lonely here, where nobody else is, and I feel faint. I may fall any moment, but I don't want to fall by myself. I don't want to die. Please bring me away. Please make me thin. Please let the whispers stop. I know they're saying that I'm not good enough, that my flesh still writhes under my skin. Please, make it painless. Love. Faithful. Addendum 1052-B, interview with Mr. Redacted, sender of 36 letters to both Site 54 and 45. Subject, hey. Hey. Who the hell are you guys? What the fuck am I doing here? Assistant, Researcher, Redacted, calm down, Mr. Redacted, we're here to ask a few questions, maybe even help you. Subject, help me with what? Oh God. Is this about that? I told you, you fuckers, I'm fine. I've been better than I've ever been. The doctors don't know shit. She's helped me become who I've always want to be, so you can damn well fuck off and tell whoever put you up to this that they can stick their noses back into their own business. Assistant, Researcher, Redacted, Mr. Redacted, do you understand that you've been sending letters to a secure government facility? One that you should have no knowledge of? Subject, is it Lila? Was she the one that put you up to this shit? Assistant, Researcher, Redacted, Mr. Redacted. We need you to pay attention. I don't want to have to make this difficult for you, but we will, if you continue to be uncooperative. Subject, silence for approximate 1 minute. Assistant, Researcher, Redacted, let me cut to the chase. How have you been sending these letters to us? Subject, I don't know what you're talking about. Assistant, Researcher, Redacted, your letters to Ana. How have you known where to send them to? Subject, silence for approximate 1 minute. Assistant, Researcher, Redacted, answer the question, God damn it. Subject begins to break down and cry. Subject, she sent me the first letter. She told me I wasn't good enough, she voiced the words in my mind that have been eating away at me. I had to speak to her, to feel the coldness of her gaze. Please, I need to talk to her, to apologize, to tell her I'm sorry for not being the bones I should be. Please. Assistant, Researcher, Redacted. Did she send any more letters? Subject, she would tell me, after each letter I sent, how broken and flawed I was, how fat I am, how I need to do more. She congratulated me once, for trying to cut open my belly. But she's never. I need to speak to her. I need her love, her embrace. Assistant, Researcher, redacted, where are these letters? Subject, in my home. Please, do you know where she is? Can you let me talk to her? I need to tell her what I did. Assistant, Researcher, redacted, what did you do? Subject, enough. Addendum 1052-B, letter retrieved from home of Mr. redacted. Dear, redacted. You are not yet nothing. You are still an eternity away from it. Don't try to hide behind the doctors and your people, I can still see you, your rolls of fat draped about your body. You don't deserve to hear from me. If this goes on, redacted, I will simply have to give up on you. But there's still hope, my beautiful son. Isn't that wonderful? Keep going, keep striving. And maybe, one day, you'll be good enough for me. Then, and finally then, shall I love you. Ana. Letter was sent from the address of Site 45. Addendum 1052-C, Log of Incident 1052-1. In January, redacted, 2000, redacted, Senior Researcher, redacted, gained access to SCP-1052 during on-site research. However, due to less stringent measures implemented then regarding the personal lives of the researchers, it was overlooked that his own biological daughter, a Ms. redacted, was one of those who had sent letters to SCP-1052. Ms. redacted was 16 at the time, and had suffered from anorexia nervosa for approximately 4 years, resulting in 2 recorded hospital stays, and prolonged visits to various mental institutions. It is likely that Senior Researcher, redacted, at the time distraught over the actions of his daughter, attempted to decommission SCP-1052, without the authority to do so. However, 2 days before his scheduled experiment with SCP-1052, which would have involved him spending time alone with the object while observed by third parties, Senior Researcher, redacted, was found murdered in his home. Subsequent searches of his home by Foundation personnel turned up a series of letters going back and forth between Ms. redacted and Ana. The last letter from Ana informed Ms. redacted that it was in danger due to her father. Ms. redacted has since been detained by the Foundation and is currently undergoing psychiatric treatment and confinement in Foundation Mental Health Complex, redacted. It is thus presumed that either SCP-1052 or the letters it produces are mild cognitohazards, and that the danger posed by the object is higher than previously suspected. Changing of the object class from safe to Euclid is currently under consideration.